That's like someone being like, whose phone is ringing? And then like, oh, it was my phone the whole time.
I want to like set my ringer on in the movie theater and then just keep shushing people.
Hello, everybody.
Turn off your phone.
Welcome to another episode of
Billie
and Jean. I'm Billie.
and I'm Jean.
And we are not your lovers. Boom.
Boom, baby.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
And, you know, I know some of you guys may have noticed we have changed up the lighting. We have some candles. It may be a little darker in here. Actually, Josiah, before the show.
I said in 2023, overhead lighting isn't out.
That's what he said.
It is not in.
And
we
he
need to
saw
change
that
the
I
lighting.
had a light on my side.
I was just like, honestly, like the overhead lighting makes me look insane. Like on like during the day when I like woke up a few hours ago and I just like look like shit.
Yeah, so we wanted to make sure that you guys
Overhead lighting's
see
not
us.
helping.
Yeah, see us at our best.
Gibby is here.
Hello, how's it going?
Hey everybody.
We also
sorry, I
dude, what the hell?
You're okay.
Hey everybody. What's going on with you? We also have a special guest. We saw some of the comments, and we actually got Grace and Mike. We got Grace and Mike.
Yeah. And you may be wondering, why does Grace have a mic this episode? It's because of all your lovely comments, but it's also because today's the day we talk about it. Everybody wonders, everybody who knows wonders, what's up with that?
Dude,
Because Grace is my sister, and Grace is also Lucas's girlfriend.
Yeah. It's so funny, actually. Like, I always feel like especially on tour with Disc, I felt this, like, they were all just waiting for the moment to finally be like, so
what happened with that?
So, like, Grace is, like, Josiah's sister, right? You're like, wait, so, like, how does that work? Like, and I mean, it does seem confusing, but that's why we're going to make this episode so I can, instead of answering that question, just put a phone in their face with some headphones.
I'm sending
show
a
them the
text
episode.
real quick, sorry.
Oh, my God. You don't have to announce it. You just send it quietly. And it's just like,
Sorry,
you're just
I'm
taking away from the
recording
conversation.
Podcast right now. No. Yeah, that's what everybody asks. They always say, what happened with that? So what had happened? Everyone is always wondering.
Are you guys like, what's going on?
And it's a very interesting.
Yeah, so we can start from the top.
Story.
We can start from how you and I met originally, because originally we met first.
Cue the clips.
Actually, dude, we have footage from the first night.
I know.
I have a whole
so
vlog
to
that
me.
I've edited that is just us hanging out on the first night ever. It'll be on the Patreon.
And
I
that
don't
was
know.
me,
I don't know
you,
if I'm
and
ever
Seth.
dropping that. Yeah, it was me.
That was low key the start of
And
Greer.
Seth. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Low
it was
key.
the start of a bunch of wonderful things. And we met at this like random house. I remember I thought everyone was hammered. We were really young. We were like 16.
It was Kylie Enslow's
But
house.
there was no alcohol.
A full name? I don't care. It's Kylie.
There's no alcohol. Everyone was just so hyper. Just so much energy.
It was a Catholic party.
I saw this kid with a bowl cut. Dude, you literally had a bowl cut at the time. And you kept saying, fuck your Mitsubishi. Because someone got, like a new car.
Someone had a Shitsubishi. Fuck you, stupid Shitsubishi.
Fuck your shit. You kept saying that. Fuck your Mitsubishi. I was like, who is this? I was like, dude, who is this, bro? I just thought you were so full of energy. And then we ended up getting Denny's and IHOP. Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, and Max was there
Max
because
was
Max
there.
was dating my middle school girlfriend.
Yeah.
And Max was there.
Yeah, but you guys were still friends.
That's how it all really linked up.
It was
That's
Max.
the only
It
reason
was
I was
Max,
there. The
yeah.
only reason I was there was because I knew Kylie and my middle school girlfriend Bella,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were there, and they were like, "Please come, like,
Yeah.
please just come." And I was like, "I really don't want to," and I ended up going.
Damn, so you almost didn't go that night?
I almost didn't go that
Damn,
night.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then Seth was like, "You should come to the garage. Like, we are like trying to like start a band or something. Like,
It was
come jam."
all within like a week of me and Seth being like, "Yo, we should start a band together," and then seeing you and seeing that you had like vocal skills and being like, "Oh, this person can sing. Cool, we got a singer."
And at least that's what you thought.
Yeah, we
At
we
that
actually got a rhythm guitarist and,
And
a
a
singer.
singer. And an entrepreneur. And the macaroni king.
You know, I remember there was a point in that night where, you were just like, you looked over at me and you're like, "You're funny," and I was like, "Oh my!" I was like kind of flattered because I thought you were funny. Like seeing how I was like, "Thanks, man, you are too," and I remember just being like, okay. I was like, "Okay, we both think we're funny. That's cool."
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we met.
So that's how we met. And I was so high that night. I hadn't smoked the devil's lettuce in a very long time. It had been like a year or something. And I smoked that night. And I was going crazy.
Dude, yeah, back in the day when Josie would...
Because also it was the O-Pens. It wasn't a stizzy. It was
Yeah.
an O-Pen on red.
Dude,
because
Josie
if you
would act
remember,
hammered. He was like scrapping people. He was like
it
running
was-
around.
Also, we've talked about this on the podcast before. You know who was selling those cartridges.
Yeah.
And why they were so crazy.
Yeah, they're swamp tanks.
But yeah, basically me and Lucas met. We were honestly it was summer. It was summer and we spent that whole summer just lollygagging around, making songs and doing everything
And I didn't even
dude,
like...
we were hanging out like every single
And
day.
I didn't even know you had siblings. I've never been inside of your house still to this day. And we were just... It was about like us forming the band and being in school and just hanging out all the time. And then slowly, you kind of... like during that time, our LA friend group kind of expanded.
Yeah, because I remember it was on Josh's birthday like a few months later and Drew and Enya came and Christian came. And then from then on, yeah, we started going to like LA all the time.
Yeah, all the time. And I couldn't go because I was in the IB diploma.
Oh yeah,
and-
you were in high school.
And you weren't in school, and you were sleeping over there, having the time
Dude,
of
I
your
know,
life.
that was
all
the
time.
thing. Like once you started back in school after that summer, like me and Josh started hanging
Yeah,
out,
all
and
the
then me
time.
and Josh just started going to LA all the time, and then
Mhm.
the whole friend group was born at that point.
Dude, yeah, and then Josh. That was
Moved
crazy
to
to
LA.
think that before he was even living there.
Yeah, I know that's green.
I know.
But basically, yeah, me and Lucas were.
And yeah, we were
I
friends.
would say we were best friends.
Yeah, me too.
I would say,
Yeah,
respectively.
yeah.
And then everything.
I know. Then everything changed.
Okay, well,
Okay.
basically, I mean, it was like you started. I
So,
because I don't know where it started.
the first time I saw Grace, we were like doing a video for the band, and she like came in, and at the time that I knew her, like you had like a partner, but I like it was like a like not it was a bad he was a bad dude. He's just not a cool dude.
The monster.
Yeah, and I remember like Josiah. I remember this car ride. We were driving, I think, to
Wendy's.
our practice space.
Oh.
That was the shitty one that was
Oh, in
a
Santa
fucking
Ana?
closet. Yes, and we were
Yeah.
driving to there, and you were telling me about Grace and how like
Oh, about her ex.
yeah, and how she like just didn't have many friends or something, and like she wasn't like she couldn't see a lot of her friends or something, and I felt like so bad about that, and like I remember like just being like my only intention was like just to be like one more of like one friend for you, because I just remember like after like talking a little bit, I forget how did we hang out that first day.
Well, It was Max's birthday when I remember us like actually hanging out, and I bought you like a gift on Amazon because you kept losing things. You were losing your jewel,
we
and
had
I got
like
you a jewel
a joint
case.
birthday. Me
Yeah,
and Max.
yeah. It was you and Max's birthday.
Oh, was that? Yeah, it was that
Yes.
birthday.
It
yeah.
was that.
I remember
that. Was
that,
the
and you were
birthday.
there. Yeah,
And we
Everybody
just
was
started.
there.
I don't know.
we were
just
drinking together.
Yeah, we were drinking together, and we got along really well because you and Josiah got along really well, and we were like super similar. So it was like, I was already in like a position of like, I'm not funny. I'm not fun to be around. Like, it was just a weird time. I was just not well. And then I, like, met all of you guys and, like, especially you. And it was just like, oh, wait. I am normal.
Yeah.
Friends are normal.
Welcome to Freak Island.
It really was Freak Island.
And I do remember that. And I remember just being, like, this is such a just cool, normal person.
I was also, like, really, really unhinged at the time. Like, very open about a lot of my shit. And I would just be like, this is what's going on.
Yeah,
like, I had no shame in it because it was just like, this is insane, right? Like, and it was also, you were like one of the first people I ever talked about it being an issue.
It seemed like it was like bottled up.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot of the things that were going on were not great until that occurred. And then I was like, wait a damn minute. This isn't normal.
This is the normal
But
people.
it was that, it wasn't just you. It was like a mix of like that whole friend group. But we especially bonded like as friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys definitely bonded.
I honestly, in like, I remember.
Yeah, go Gibby. Represent.
I remember. I just at that time I forget. Like, I think I was like out of a relationship for like 4 months or something, or like.
No, babe.
Oh
it
my
was
God, you
not.
were.
It wasn't that short of a time period. I think it was fairly sooner because you were still like in a state of like not.
It was a while.
Well, what it was is it was like the time period where we both didn't know how to be alone, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was that fresh or if it was just like that time period.
Like I
that
think
made it feel fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me?
It was like 4 months,
Yeah,
and it was like.
I don't know what they're talking about. Sorry.
I'm actually sorry. I'm probably taking too long to tell this story.
No.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, and I was feeling kind of like I didn't know how to be alone. I was learning to be alone, and we were going to go on like our first tour, I think, with the Regrets.
Yeah.
At the time. And so I was just kind of feeling like, oh, this is just a new friend. I remember telling myself I had no like plan to like ever be romantically involved. Like, you know, like I was like, okay, this is a really pretty person, but like this is like Josiah's sister, and also it seems like she's dealing with a lot, and and
twins.
I just want to help. That's all I wanted to do. I just felt like you deserved like more help, like even just as a friend, just like listening. Like there's so many things that you were telling me, and I was like, this is all like you shouldn't be, you know, you don't deserve to be in this situation.
Yeah, and then I remember like this, like the first time we hung out after that was like you and Josh were watching Bachelor in Paradise,
and I had a big chicken parm,
and we were just like laughing the whole time in the back and like joking around a ton, like interrupting the show. You did have a chicken parm,
and I was eating chicken parm, and you were
Red Robin or Maggiano's?
It was Al's, and I remember you were surprised. I mean, I was surprised that you were just so chill with it, and I was like kind of embarrassed, but I was like also like whatever, like who cares?
Yo, why are you eating that chicken parm?
I mean, I don't know.
What's up with your big chicken parm?
I don't know.
You thought I was feeling you?
But yeah, and from there we just like, I don't know if there are any other big staple marks. Like we just went to Wendy's and we'd hang out, like pretty brief periods.
Tour.
Well, yeah, this is before the tour.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how our friendship developed,
yes,
like fully. And I was like dead in my brain, like that's like a brother.
To me, it was in the back. In the background, I was like, oh, well, yeah, what the hell?
I was so
I was
hyped.
like, there's nothing going on.
Yeah, I was just like.
Yeah, Jesse, you didn't question it. You were just like.
No, you didn't question it until later on.
Grace is just out of a relationship. Lucas is still a little fragile. Like. And also no, it just wasn't even a thought in my mind at all.
And I was kind of the same too. I didn't even have a thought about it. Like,
yeah, I was like, I literally was like, brother, which is
Cousin.
so disturbing. I think I was like in some kind of denial that pushed me that far to be like, this guy's like a brother to me, man. A few friends were randomly like, yeah, we should go to New York for the tour, like super last minute. Like they were gonna be in New York in like 2 weeks, and I was like, you know what, I'm down for the count. Like I'm in this transformative era. I'm gonna go broke. I don't care. And so then I decided to go to New York while y'all were touring, and we started like making each other playlists.
On the way there, like
Yeah.
Because I think at this point we would text like every day, maybe.
Yeah, we were joking.
Because
We would
when
talk
I
a
was
lot.
on tour, I like it ended up kind of becoming like we were vent buddies, and like we would just
Yeah.
kind of vent to each other, and like I remember on tour it was like the perfect like. This is happening. I'm fucking annoyed. I need to tell someone, and like all my best friends are in the car right now, and I can't tell them
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
And you were also like, you don't stand up for yourself too well. So I'd be like, no, you're right. Because you'd like feel like you were crazy if you get like irritated over something. And I was like, no, like that sounds like that kind of sucks right now, but it's fine.
You would validate me and make me feel sane. I remember that. Like you would just make me feel so normal. I was like, okay, thank God my brain is working normally.
That sounds like it's
beautiful.
His brain worked normally.
So she invalidated you and made you
I
feel
gaslit
insane.
him.
And then the love was born. I just remember when we were back from tour.
Wait.
Well,
one
New
thing
York,
though.
you were
What?
like, we were at the pizza shop, and I remember you saying that at that pizza shop, you were like, what is going on?
Really? You
Really?
Said something?
Yes, you
In New
remember.
York?
I remember you telling me like, oh, I thought like
I thought
something.
Seth went to the pizza shop.
You were there in your head, yeah. When I told you finally later on, you were like, oh yeah, that was when I started like worrying.
I honestly don't even remember. Like I have no recollection of like worrying. At
But
that point.
we were in New York. Lucas was like, do you want to see Book of Mormon with me and my dad?
Yeah.
And I thought it was just like
And
a
you
ruse.
did,
I thought
huh?
it was
No.
a ruse. No, because you wanted alone time with your ex.
Yes.
So I thought it was a ruse, and I was like, yes. And then you were like, why don't you want to hang out with me? And I was like, never mind.
Yeah. So she didn't end up.
And you were
going.
like, I can't believe you would think that of me.
Yeah. And I remember I was so bummed. I forget. I think Kelsey went with us instead or something.
I don't
think it was
remember.
Corbin.
I genuinely don't know.
It was Corbin.
I don't
She's
know.
lit.
But yeah, anywho.
But this in New York is where we kind of like were like, okay, I think I actually like this person, and I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was a moment when like we were like
Why are you acting gagged? You knew this.
there's a moment, dude. I remember.
You already
Okay,
know this.
because at this point, like
You thought I was funny, you?
like we had these emotions being like pent up, and like we're texting each other all the time, and now we're both in different states seeing each other, but we're still just friends even though we talk all the time.
Yeah.
And we haven't had like any time alone like during that whole time until finally there was like no one up in our like we somehow had this like beautiful like I forget how we get it. It was like through some app we had a post or something, but we had this like beautiful New York apartment that like overlooked everything. And
Oh yeah.
and I remember like we were just watching Hunter together, and like
I remember
I was just
that.
having
Yeah.
a goddamn ball.
I actually do remember thinking when
Yeah.
I came into you guys watching Hunter, I was like, I wonder if I
Oh
should
yeah,
be
because we
worried
would
about
draw
that.
together.
We would draw
Yes,
together.
there was
For
drawing
tour, I
stuff
gave
there
everybody gifts.
and Hunter, yes.
And it was like I made
And I
a
was
thing that you
like,
could fill out to draw.
what's going on here?
And I remember
I walked in and I said, what's going on?
And you walked in like screaming, and you guys were like running amok, like super hyper.
because you just
crazy.
watched Joker, and
Yeah,
you're like,
you were on, like, a
yeah, and I
crazy
was just
one.
like, fuck. I was like, the one chance that I had, like not chance, but I was no. I was just saying the one time that we were alone and I could just like we could just hang out.
If
Yeah, it was
if I
super
would have waited
pure.
another hour, oh Jojo.
Nothing would have happened.
Nothing would have happened.
He gave me his socks because my feet were cold.
I remember that.
And then
I remember
he
I
gave
was
me a
like,
big water.
things are getting a little. Okay, Jojo is fully walking.
It's
again.
fine, dude. Own it, bro. He looks awesome.
You look great, man. You fucking kidding.
He's getting comfy,
You'll lay
dude.
back down a little bit.
Yeah, I remember starting to think that I do remember. I was like, something is a little peculiar.
But that is when it clicked for the both of us, and then
Yeah,
we went our
so
separate
I
ways.
guess I knew I was.
Yeah, you-
love was in the air.
You clicked
Yeah.
when we clicked, and
But
then
we kind of had to be like, at least, like, I was just kind of like, okay, like, I think I can feel this happening, and it can't happen.
yeah.
I was
so
like, it can't happen.
What we did is like we both stayed up all night. I went back to my Airbnb, and you were there, and we stayed up watching Hunter simultaneously and texting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were like, I think this is a problem. And then we were like, we made like a rule book. It was so dramatic. It was
What's
like, we're not going to hang out alone. We're not going to drink together. Like, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. Like, we made up a bunch of rules. And we were like, we're going to be friends. We both need to be alone. Like, if this is even a possibility, it's very far, far away, and it's not likely.
Yeah.
So we're just going to be friends.
We literally made rules.
It was...
That's crazy.
It was so unrealistic.
I didn't know
babe.
that. That's
Well,
crazy.
because we're... And then I tried to break up with him on the plane.
No one can
And
see
he
you,
was
right?
like, I'm going out and I'm drinking and I don't care. And that was
I'm gonna
happening
go
a lot.
out and I'm gonna kill myself.
He did like that.
Oh my
one.
god.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, a lot of people have been in those alpha relationships, but
Yeah.
looking back on relationships like that, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
It's so silly.
like, that's like a script. It's like someone be like, okay, well then I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna kill myself if you don't come home tonight. Like, I'm like, you're crazy. Like, you actually are. You need to be medicated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Because that's not normal.
It's like, what do you want me to do, man? It's like,
But yeah,
Sorry.
and then after that, me and Kerrigan were like, we're gonna road trip up to Seattle.
I remember.
It was a double whammy. It was just the tour of a lifetime for me as
You
well. I was
couldn't-
really
Yeah, 'cause
touring.
so
you
the-
couldn't get enough.
I just
we
couldn't
we
get
go on our
enough,
West
just-
Coast tour right after, I guess, right?
West Coast tour?
No, it was a
or-
part of the tour. You were
Yeah.
ending in
Oh,
Seattle.
The
and
West
back
Coast
to-
tour, we
Oh.
did all of the U.S.
Yeah,
I
okay,
was-
okay.
I've done 2 West Coast
Yeah.
drives
I see.
for career.
Yeah.
Um,
And then we get home. You
well, when we were in Seattle, it was like everybody hanging out in your parents' hotel room,
I remember that.
and we were like,
Were
I
you
do
there?
remember
Yeah.
that. I remember we were drinking a little bit, and I was getting like nervous. Like,
but we made a rule,
yeah.
and so
you
it was
thought
chill.
that if you drank together.
Something would come, and something did come
See?
later on.
Wait,
we did.
in Seattle?
No,
Not in Seattle.
No.
I don't know
When?
if you know this. I think you know this.
When
But,
was
okay,
it?
so-
Do I want to
so-
know?
We don't wanna
After
skip.
tour,
Yeah.
we get back, and then it was like around like Halloween time or
It
something, right?
was.
It would be I remember this is what I was gonna say. We got back from tour and we did a festival. We did Tropicalia.
Oh,
Okay.
God,
And I
yeah.
remember at Tropicalia, that is when I really remember being like, okay,
Dude, I was there for like 5
Something
minutes and I
sussy.
left and I hated it.
something sussy. No, you stayed till the end.
That's not true.
It's Tropicalia, or maybe not the end, but
I
it was nighttime.
I was still with my ex.
It was nighttime and we were walking, and I remember you guys walking alone together.
Oh wait, yes.
Tropicalia.
I'm thinking of something else.
You're thinking of just like heaven.
Yeah.
Tropicalia. And you guys were
Yes.
walking alone together. We were all walking as a group, and then it was you two way far back, and I was like,
I think we were actually talking about the most like horrid shit. I think we were talking about how like this was really bad. And we were like, we can't be friends. Like it was something dramatic.
Damn, that's crazy.
all I knew is
I
it
remember it
seemed
was
like
a
a
bummer.
serious talk.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of laughing, and I was just like,
It was sad.
oh, hello, what the hell is going on? This seems pretty sus to me.
Dude, I was just so afraid.
It was literally us being like, this ain't cool, bro.
I thought we were
Yeah.
sussy.
I was so
Or
afraid
you were, the two of you were sussy.
of just fucking everything
Yeah.
up. I was like, we're in a band. We just went on tour together, and you are my best friend. I was like,
Yeah,
my
it's not a
life.
good position to be in.
I was like, we could not be in a band anymore, and I could lose my best friend. That's what could happen. I could lose my
you
career.
thought that was at stake?
Dude, I mean, also this was earlier on.
Yeah, in the band we weren't as like established.
Yeah, so it was still much more of like figuring out the pieces.
You're like
I
my sister.
I remember being like,
And I didn't know with you because you
I was not a very open book at that point emotionally at
no,
all.
you were boxing.
I was
Yeah.
I was a closed book, babe.
I never knew, and I felt like you had it in you to like just I feel like you could just shut me out,
Well,
just
because at that
shut
point,
it
I feel
off.
like he could have
Shun.
if it wasn't like you were like have that in you.
But I
You did back in
couldn't.
the
Like
day.
by the end, a spoiler alert, I couldn't.
Oh, really?
And everyone was doing great.
And dude, okay, so what happened was Halloween, we all get drunk,
Yeah.
and
Wait, was that the night you had the red wig?
Yes. I had a red wig on from Hocus
I
Pocus.
remember that
and my
night, and
whole
I was
face
like,
was
and you were
painted.
drunk.
I was hammed.
You looked crazy.
I was beautiful.
Did you spend the night here that night?
Yes, I slept on the couch.
yeah, on the couch.
Gibby was down here. Actually, Gibby, you're so a part of the story.
No way.
Oh,
Gibby was
so-
there.
Yes,
I showed up
he
to
was
that
down
party
on the
for like
beanbag.
30 minutes. I have no recollection of that.
You were in an argument for like 2 hours. So I came in here to hang out at that point because I was like, what am I to do? And no one else was even around. So we were watching a show, and then we stumbled upon a kiss. We did. Yeah, it was scandalous.
Who made the first move?
It was mutual. I think it was fully mutual.
No. Who did it?
I pinky promise. I think we both were like,
Put on the
on the
intense music.
vibe.
Come on.
Intense music.
Something.
what do you mean?
I got you.
Because an investigation has opened.
But yeah, so it was like,
No, that's not.
can
that's
you
not
believe up until this
intense
point,
music.
the whole time we were like so guilt-ridden, like we wanted to die because
Moving
we just liked
past
each
the
other.
point of who made the first move.
We
Dude,
definitely, it was definitely 100% mutual. I cannot say it unless you feel like you did.
I know.
But I don't think I did.
I feel like you did.
Really?
Oh!
Lit. Get him! Get
Because
him!
I
Get
remember
him!
when I was in my bed at that moment, I remember in my head, I was like, I know.
I do think you have more willpower than I do.
I was like,
generally.
I know.
So
a
I could have.
Forbidden love.
I was like, I know it's gonna happen right now, and it's not gonna happen. Like in my head before, I was like, it's not gonna happen. I was like, there's no
That
way.
was our rule. We were like, well, we thought we were foolproof because it was supposed to be a group hangout all night.
Yeah,
so
I
we
was like,
drank
Josiah's
together.
gonna be there. We're not gonna.
We
do
drank
anything.
together because it was a full group hangout.
Yeah.
I wasn't drunk that night.
And then you disappeared, and then.
I left.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so Gibby was down on the beanbag,
Th-
and he
that
said
whole
that he
time?
looked up and he saw that we were entangled. Yeah, and then
So
I went and I
Gibby
slept on the
the whole
couch.
time?
Yes, Gibby
You
was the first
knew.
person you told,
Oh
Aw.
my god.
and you said fuck that orange beanie or something. You were like, you were down for the count. You were our first stand. Yeah.
Like, what, bro? You guys should be together.
I actually remember hearing
oh my
that.
God.
Yeah.
I actually remember hearing it was like, Gibby thinks we're so good together.
Yes. Yeah,
What?
Gibby did have a say in it all.
Cause here's okay. I don't know how long that went on before I knew.
For like 2 or 3 weeks. It was really short.
You
Because
turned
I
off
was
your
so-
location.
No, I
One
never
of the
turned my
times?
location off. I
Oh
put my
my
phone in the.
God,
I
the
put my
story
phone.
actually
Dude,
gets
what happened?
crazy.
What happened?
So we
This gets
started
good.
deciding to
Go
hang
bad.
out, and we decided we wanted to have our first sleepover, and it was a big scandal. So I
First
took my phone to
sleepover.
my best friend's house because we all share locations, and I put it in the mailbox, and I left, but I brought my laptop so I could text you.
And I
that-
hadn't even really said anything at this point yet. Like,
That's
I
when
had
it
to,
got
like-
really messy. That's when I can admit fault in that moment.
Bro,
It was sneaky, and I was like, just tell me. But also,
No,
I
you
didn't
weren't.
want to
You did
know.
not wanna know. You did not wanna know. But that day, you called Lucas like 8 times, being like, "I'm gonna come and we can watch RuPaul's Drag Race." RuPaul's
go
Drag
ahead.
Race, and you kept saying, "I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna come
Yeah.
over."
Oh
Because
my
did I
God.
really not know?
You did not know.
And I was just like, I'm gonna come over.
Yes, and Lucas was
hey.
freaking out, and I was like, "God, we're screwed."
Dude, oh my god! Now I'm remembering some of this, dude.
It was horrible. It
it was
started really
fucking
eating it up.
horrible.
Sorry.
Because I was literally like, and now looking at our relationship, seeing how long we've come, it's like you see how real it was. But like, you know, like from an outside perspective, it could look like, oh, dude, this is just, you know,
A
this could be
scandal.
lustful, this could
Yeah.
be a scandal, you know.
Well, it was
Like-
before marriage, so
Okay.
it was lustful, babe.
I just
That didn't even
I
happen.
feel like it was hard for people to understand the depths of like what we were feeling. Like I really felt like so early on. I was like,
it was like a soul connection.
I was like, I really, really like this person.
It was puzzle
And I will say,
pieces.
seeing it now compared to back then, I understand. Like, it's such a
It's pure.
cosmic.
Yeah.
It's a love connection.
Yeah.
It's
You like test drove it.
and yeah. I mean, it's just. But back then, I did not see it. That
You
way.
Yeah.
did not care to see it.
I
You were not
thought,
having it. But yeah,
wow,
so you could tell him.
the
you
people
could say,
around me
talk about
are
when you tell him
the
and
devil.
I tell him.
Okay, well,
The devil is around
me and
me.
Grace,
I had a plan.
so
actually.
okay, so me and Grace finally had like a conversation, and we were like, okay, we either need to tell Josiah, or we need to break up, and we need to like.
We weren't even together.
Yeah, we weren't even really together. We were just like, okay, now this is like entering the zone of like being boyfriend and girlfriend. Like, we should figure something out. And then, like, I'm forgetting exactly how it went.
Well, you
Okay.
basically, I was like, no, dude. Like, if we want to do this,
Yeah.
we can like chill out and we can make a fucking plan because this is something we need to ease him into.
Yeah, that's what you were
because
saying.
he is not like his brain categorizes very harshly,
Yeah.
and this is something that would need to be like.
Okay,
like,
wait,
eased
what?
into.
Yeah.
This was like, oh, he's the monster.
No, you weren't
Well,
the
must
monster.
be gentle with him.
Grace was like, he's gonna freak the fuck out,
I
and
was
I was
right.
like, I was
I
like,
don't have a short temper.
I was like, we
No,
just
you
need
didn't
to
get
tell
angry, but
him.
you
I was like,
freaked out.
I want to just tell him I hate sneaking around.
I agreed, but
Who
I
told
was
me
like,
first?
it's the worst route.
I mean,
Grace
it's also,
told me first.
it's also
Ugh.
so different because y'all have such a different relationship as
Yeah.
sister
I mean, yeah,
and brother.
I've known Grace for a long time.
And Josiah was just like my best friend.
At least 18 years at that
It's your
point.
sister.
At that point, yeah, I'd known you for 18, 19 years.
Oh, it's literally giving me anxiety talking about it a little
Yeah,
bit.
me too.
It was such
I know,
an
it's-
icky,
it was so
scary
stressful.
feeling.
Well, now I feel it doesn't give me anxiety.
Good for
Dude, no,
you.
it gives me so much anxiety.
We're the two most like guilt-ridden people as is, and like we actually had a scandal.
Dude, and that's how you knew it was real, bro. That's how you knew it was so fucking real. We could not help it. Like, we could not help it. We were like,
Yeah.
I just want to be with this person. That's all I want. I felt like Romeo and Shakespeare. I was like, why did it have to be like
Romeo and
Romeo and
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
Yeah, whatever.
Put a little gay twist
Yeah,
on it.
Juliet.
It was like Romeo and Juliet, and I'm so glad you guys didn't kill yourselves.
Oh my god, you wanted to kill yourself. You were the one.
Dude, okay,
'Cause
so
I
I
felt
was-
like
I
I was
was
losing
unwell.
the people
we
around.
had a
me.
conversation and we like broke up. Was that before? Or
No,
after?
we didn't break up, babe.
Yeah,
you
you
said we have
didn't
to tell
break up.
him, and I called him, and I was with Emily and Sarah,
I
and I called him,
remember
and I was
that.
like, "Hey, bad news. We
I
kind of
think
like each other."
I was with Emily and Sarah.
No, I was with Emily and Sarah. I was in Huntington.
I was in Huntington.
No, we had a phone call. That was later.
That was another day?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, "Hey, hun, we like each other. I'm really sorry." And you were like, well, "What do you expect from me? I don't like it." And you said, "But it's fine." And you said, "But it's fine." Like, you kind of just were like, "It's gonna happen." And I
Yeah.
was like, "So it didn't go well, but it didn't go horribly." And then you decided to switch up. You want to tell that part?
I really didn't screw with it.
You gave me the green flag.
I mean, because at first I was like, well, what am I supposed to do?
And
I
then
was
you
like-
said, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
And
something."
I was like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, I don't like it. Because it's true. At the beginning, I was like, I don't like this. That's very weird. That is my
Right.
sister and my best friend. The two people who are closest to me
Yeah.
are now going to be a unit, and I will feel differently about those two people.
There's also like not.
what am I?
very
My
much
support system was
context to, like,
crumbling in my mind.
Yeah.
To
It was
our
crumbling.
relationship, there's not very much context, like you and me, Josiah. But
We're the
like,
best friends. We're like
yeah,
twins.
we've been super, super close
Yeah.
our whole lives.
Yeah, like literally like twinum vibes. Which now I mean it only makes sense.
Yeah,
You know.
you test drove for me.
And
But
you were also
You
very
did.
like
You
you
like
were also very like private about your personal life.
yes,
kinda.
that was a big thing too.
And I
was
felt like you
oh
felt like I was
my
like
God.
infiltrating.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, if Lucas dates Grace, that means my family information, my shit
yeah, you have
is
weird,
now
weird things going
out
on
in
with
the
you.
open.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just I'm very private. I like to keep
You were
things.
best friends for like a year.
We didn't a year and a half maybe. He
Yeah.
didn't know shit. He barely knew
Yeah,
shit.
I didn't know
babe.
much. I didn't know. I still have never been inside of their house.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
like-
that's different.
I like to keep
Yeah.
things private because I'm just like I don't want people knowing my business like
Yeah.
that. And now I've gotten a lot better about that. But yeah,
But,
no,
dude,
I had switched
Josie
up.
didn't fucking fuck with it, and then I forget
Well,
like
Josiah talked to you about it.
I did
I
because
called-
Lucas called me about
I
it.
called you, but I forget
Oh.
like we were like I'm forgetting the
I
timeline.
can tell you how it happened after that.
I know what happened after that. Lucas, you had called me and you had told me you were like, "Yo, like what do you like you were being super gentle about it and you
Yeah.
were like, "What do you think about this?" And I was like you were like, "What do you think should happen?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And you were like, "Should we like try like are you okay with us like working it out or like is it like should we break up?"
You
And I was
literally
like-
gave him the opening.
And I was
Bully.
like, "Oh, I was like
Well, then break up.
honestly it's like too uncomfortable for me and I just don't want to be in the that was my whole thing. I was like I don't want to be in the middle of it if things
Yeah.
go wrong and I
then
think
you
things
you're
will go
like, dude,
wrong.
if you guys break up, like I'm gonna be in the middle and I'm gonna be fucked about
Yeah,
it.
and I was like and we're in a contract together
Mhm.
and I was just like I don't like it. I don't like it
Yeah.
cuz bottom
It's
line was
reasonable.
really
It was
just like I
understandable.
don't like it.
Yeah, and I felt you were so justified in everything, and I also felt like so guilty. Like I felt like I was sneaking behind your back, but I also like. These were feelings. It wasn't like something I was like
can't
He
pressing a
control
also
button.
he also
Yeah.
didn't understand like where we were at because
Yeah.
we just like tracked and paced really quickly, which we didn't expect. So like he had no idea that we were at like that
top
Yeah, we
of it.
kind of like
that
pulled the
emotional
rug out,
level because we were just kind of
The
like,
top
oh,
of
we
it.
like each other.
and then it was
top
just
of
all at once like, hey, dude, this is what's happening, and he was like, oh my god, I'm scared. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was all within like a week, I think.
Yeah, well, that's
And I
not
was
how I
like,
had planned it. I'll
Yeah.
tell you
No,
that
babe,
much.
this is not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, Grace didn't want to do it like that, but I couldn't.
And that was around Valentine's Day.
Oh God.
This is the tea.
Yeah.
Grace got broken up with on Valentine's Day. Or the
It
next
was like
day?
the day before Valentine's Day from you. It was from Lucas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I had
Yeah. Oh, I
With
was such
my
bully
boo-
behavior, and
with
then
my
I
boo
helped
at the
you.
time because I had already
Oh.
talked to Lucas.
I fronted you money.
Yeah, Grace fronted me money and booked me the hotel because I think this hotel you had to be 21 to
Oh
book
my
it, and I wasn't 21
God.
yet for me and my boo.
Oh my god.
And I didn't tell
It was the
Grace.
day
I didn't
before
give her a
Valentine's
heads up
Day.
because I was. But
He gave
also-
me no
conversation.
warning.
You
Yeah,
didn't
we
tell
had,
her?
we had already had that, but I didn't tell her because I was like, "How am I supposed to tell her?"
Oh, I was
Hey,
so.
babe, guess what? By the way, Lucas might break up with you, just so you know what you're getting yourself
I
into.
would've so much
and by
rather
the way,
had
also,
that.
I told him to.
I would so
am I
much
supposed
rather
to tell
have
you
that.
that?
Let me tell you how it went down. So I left my car at my friend's house. I'm having my mom take me to my car, and I
Yeah.
open up to her, which I am not that keen to do. And I was like, "It's really crazy. Like this is insane. Like it happened so quickly, but like I genuinely feel like so connected to this person. It's incredible. I don't know." And then she drops me off. Boom, broken up with
Damn.
on the
Oh
spot.
My
Yeah, I'm glad I grabbed my car. Right.
God. And
Ugh.
from then on out, it was
Well, that breakup sucked too. I told him I loved him.
hell.
Yeah.
We cried.
told
We
the-
cried. It was probably like a 40-minute long experience of like sobbing together.
Didn't we tell each other that we loved each other for
Yes.
the first time?
We did.
Yeah. We were like, I love you. We just can't be together.
It
And
was
guess
so
what?
sad.
I was like, I love you so much.
And then
If
I went to
had
Kerrigan's
never-
house.
If I had never done that, he might never have said I love you to each other.
Thank
so
you.
Think about it.
It was well. It was
Yeah,
still
you were
like
really
I
raising
see
the
where you were
stakes.
coming from. Like I didn't want to be mad at you, but I just was. I was
You were
in such a
pissed.
weird thing where I was
And
like,
you're
"This
allowed to
makes
be
no
pissed.
sense." I was
Yeah,
like a brat.
because I just didn't know. Oh my God. And the day after you guys broke up, we went to go record
Oh, yeah.
the EP.
Oh my god!
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
my god!
We went to
that was like
record
one of the worst.
Lullaby for You,
our-
Aeroplane.
yes,
This was
yes.
our first time like
Yes.
really recording in like a professional
And I've
space.
never been
Hell.
so sad in my life. I was so sad.
And it was because it was a direct.
yeah.
It was my fault.
And we just,
technically.
me and Lucas just like decided like. I texted him a few times and I was like, "Are you for real?" I was debating. I was
and
in a
guess
mode.
what? Me and Lucas,
And then we said no more talking.
that whole week and a half of recording, whatever it was, 2 weeks, did not speak
Did
about
not
it
talk about it
one
once.
time. We
No.
were right next to each
Pretend-
other all
And
day.
you
Yeah,
made
pretending
that
like
I could
Instagram
completely
I
post.
talked about it with Rob.
You
like,
made a
when-
cryptic Instagram post of a
Oh,
picture
yes,
of
of
you as a
Jessica
woman.
Springs.
Oh my god, Jessica
Springs.
Springs. If you read the caption on my
Which
Instagram,
is gross because you said Jessica Springs had a
Yeah.
beautiful clam.
Okay, well,
Part
some
of
of
it
it
was
was
gross.
jokes. Some of it was joke. I had to still make it funny. But I do say something about like my saving grace or something.
Yeah, you do, and like I'm a light, and like all this shit. It was very cryptic.
I thought it was
It's
really
so
funny.
great.
And I
was
would-
like,
I
yo, he's
posted-
being
Yeah, I
funny
know, you're
about
like,
it,
this is so
man.
funny.
I
was, like,
instantly
going
posted
through it.
on-
It was so
gnarly.
sad.
On my Instagram, I posted "My Life is a Movie" by Justin Bieber, and then I refused to respond to Josiah for like a few hours because I
We
didn't
were
want to say
fighting.
anything super hurtful.
We were fighting
Mhm.
big time.
I know we have
were
never fought like
caps
that.
lock
It
on
was. I've
text
read back
fighting.
through them. It actually made me cry.
I was crying too because I was
Disturbed.
like, what am I meant to do? This is my two best friends in the world.
Yeah.
I went through such a
And
crazy
I am
phase
not
after that.
connected to
Mhm.
either of them right now. We are all so disconnected.
Mm-hmm.
I was not doing well. We
None
were
of us were.
recording. I relapsed with my self-harm.
Did
I
you
was-
really?
Yeah, when we were
Girl,
recording.
say something.
Damn.
See
What?
something, say something. Hey,
Back
I
then,
cut myself,
wasn't
by the
good
way.
about,
Silence
like,
is
holding
probably can't
myself
say that.
accountable with that. Like, it was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
See, and I
just didn't know
still
what to
feel guilty
do.
about
Yeah.
that now. See, that was on me. That's on the house.
It wasn't. It's
I
love.
took your hand at that
Love
point.
is blind.
Yeah, it was just a fuck situation for
It was
everyone.
so
No one was
crazy.
happy in that situation.
But at
And
the
me
end
and
of it-
Grace, and the pandemic started a month later.
Yeah, and so I basically decided I was no longer going to experience that, and so I moved to my friend's house for like a month.
Really? During
Chanel's. Yeah, I like lived at Chanel's house with all of my old coworkers because it was right when the pandemic happened. So I was
remember
never
that.
home, and I didn't have to deal with Josiah at all. And then my mom was like, "You guys have to get home. Like it's quarantine, it's lockdown."
I remember
And
that.
we were like, "Okay." So yeah, I lived with like Brandon, Sam, Chanel, Ariana. That's when we just drank a bunch of champagne and like cooked and did puzzles and hung out for like
Weird
a
era.
good 3 weeks.
I don't even remember that. I think just
You
because I
were.
wasn't
I
home
don't think
either.
you were even home at that point
Yeah.
either.
So, but then pandemic started.
Yeah, and
babe.
then it was just me like
And
crying
guess
in my
who-
room.
Yes, Grace would
We
be
share a
crying.
room.
We share a room, basically. So Grace would be crying in the one
About
corner of the
what
room
you
about what I
said.
did, and I would just be like, "You want to watch something?"
And then I'd get to a point where I was like, you know what, I don't give a shit, because I thought at that point I was like, it's too late. Like, I think some way I'm gonna get my way in this situation. Like, I think this is just so unreal, and like I felt bad, but I was also the first time in my life where I was in a really transformative, weird era of like I do everything for people, and like I was just a doormat for people my whole life, and then it got tied into that situation in my brain, and I was like, hand and foot, I wait on you. Like, I was a scorned woman, and I was like, I'm not doing this. And I just decided that like I am gonna be very open about it. And so
you
I would
directed it towards me.
no, I wouldn't. I would just tell you, oh yeah, I really miss him.
You would.
And I would cry.
And sometimes I would ask.
Oh, I did shave my head at some
You
point
did shave
Mhm.
your head.
because
Yeah,
I kept
and
getting hit
this-
on, and I was like, get away from
Well,
me,
it was
freak.
your
And you had this
Miley
really
era.
like long hair beforehand.
Yeah, my
too.
hair was
I,
to like my
forget
belly
about
button.
It was like a Joy with Jennifer Lawrence.
It was
Brave
drama.
Moment.
I shaved it to Lacrimosa.
Oh, and that was also my of Montreal
Oh yeah, that
hissing
album.
fun. Are you the destroyer?
Yep.
We were
Dude.
barely hanging out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
and then you
there
had
was
me-
also pandemic.
And
You
I was
like
oh,
we
I'm
would really
so glad we
sporadically
don't have to see each
text,
other.
Yeah.
and you would
Wait.
text me like, you have to watch this anime.
Yeah. It was,
And I would make us we would make each other playlists and then be like, we can't talk.
Yeah.
and
it
just,
Made
like,
in Abyss,
cry.
So sad.
Was another one. Dude, hissing fun. Are you the destroyer? Got me through so much. There's literally a song about him talking about his significant other shaving her head and having a drink and just wanting to like be left alone.
And then
I
you
remember
got
seeing,
I
like,
shaved
those
my head
stories.
and you got a cat and you texted me, I love the hair, but I really hope you're okay.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember you telling me that.
And I
was
remember being like,
I don't know.
honest to God, I couldn't deal with it anymore. I
Yeah.
just needed to shave it off, but I appreciate
And
it.
then
Yeah.
came.
So yeah,
Like a
so
month
during
later?
this period of time, I personally in my head I was like,
Easter.
I wronged Josie. I should have never done this in the first place. We're done. I was like, we're done in my head. I was like, in past relationships, I've done the thing of like taking breaks and then getting back together again, and like, I was just like, no. I was like, this is it. We tried. It's not gonna work. And then
It was Easter.
It was Easter,
Really?
yeah.
It was Easter. Me and Grace were kind of getting
Well,
back
also
on, like,
the only reason we
funnier
started
terms,
talking
like-
again was because our grandpa died.
Yeah, our grandfather died, and I remember I almost cried because it was eating away at me.
Yeah,
like
both
because
of us.
I was just like, oh, like I don't know what to do here. And me and Grace just were not talking very much at all. And we were at our grandpa's funeral, or we were at the hospital.
Oh
And
yeah,
Grace said
I
that she
caved.
would let me fall.
Oh
I
my
was
God,
tilting back in
actually,
my
that
chair,
was
and she
so
was like,
mean.
I'd let you fall. And I was like,
But I said it as a joke, but I meant it. I
I
did.
did mean it, and I could feel that. And I
And he
went to
did
the
almost
bathroom and
cry.
I cried. And I almost cried in front of her, and I was like,
I feel so bad.
Just
I'm
give
so
me a
sorry.
second.
That was so bully
and I
of
was
me.
like, oh my God, whoa. And then,
I'm so sorry.
you know what happened after that?
Huh.
A little album
Oh
by
God.
somebody named Fiona Apple came
oh
out.
yeah, that's
Yup.
right. That's right.
Fetch the Bolt Cutters.
Yeah.
And I heard I Want You to Love Me, and I cried. I just remember listening to that album the night it came out. And we were all texting in the group
Yeah,
chat about
I
it.
listened to it too.
And for me, it was like, oh my God. And I was talking to my significant other at the time, and she was like, well, imagine if like somebody just told you you couldn't be with me. And I was like, that would be
Whoa.
awful.
Wait.
And I was like, oh my God, that would suck so bad. And I just remember like listening to the album and just feeling like, I think I've made a grave mistake.
And also, like,
I
that
was
was
like,
at the
this is
point where
not
I gave you
good.
more context and you didn't realize how, like, I was like, yeah, we do love each other. It was
Yeah.
like, you didn't really know that.
Because I
the
didn't know
time-
that. I thought it was just a nasty sex fling.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally, it was
that's
not
how
that
That's
bad.
how it's like.
And I was
the
like,
vibe,
oh my
like,
God, because
he
it
put
was
off.
sneaking too. It was just my brain
Yeah, the
just
sneak-
being
the
like,
Well, it's
sneaking too
it's
makes sense.
objectively
What's going on?
it is
It totally
objectively
makes sense.
horrendous.
yeah. But basically, I listened to that album, and the next morning, it was Easter, baby, and we were talking in the car,
Yeah, and I
and
was
we were driving back from getting.
And how long is this since we
It
had
was, like,
broken
2
up?
months.
It was like 2 months.
because you guys
too.
broke
Well, it
up in
was-
February.
we broke up in February.
and this was
Easter's in
this was mid-April.
February, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like 2 months.
So that also, you were seeing like how sad Grace has been for
Yeah.
so long. Like
And
you're
I was
like, okay.
oh my
But
god.
yeah, and so I was also like, it was at that point where I had already ordered him this like really cute pin, and I was like, I was a scorned woman, so I'd be like, wish I could give him this, and then I would be like, yeah, I just miss talking to him, and then you
And I
broke,
told
and you
Grace,
were
I
like,
was
you should just talk to him.
just talk to him as a friend. And I was
And
like,
I was
you
like,
can give that
girl.
to him, like, as a friend. And I don't know, I didn't
Well, you,
understand.
I think
Oh my
that's when you were
God.
starting to like consider it more
I
so.
was.
And I was just like, what are
low-key,
you
it was
doing
that
telling me to
feeling down
talk to him?
inside. I was like, I think they should be together. And it was growing and growing, and then the album was just Fetch the Bolt Cutters was
Like the Grinch.
the nail. It was the final hammer hit, and I was like, it was like I woke up. Like, you remember how they wake up in Freaky Friday?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jamie Lee Curtis wakes up, and she's like, oh my god, you know, like in a different body.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think they need to be together. And I had talked to Grace. It was Easter Day.
And I
Jesus is
remember
back,
too. I
baby.
remember telling you, I don't know if he's gonna want to get back together.
I know, you told me that, and I was like, well,
You said, "I'll
let's
fight for
see,
you."
I'll talk to him. And basically, yeah, I talked to Grace. We were getting Maggiano's.
Love
By the way.
it.
Let's go.
That's so to theme.
Dude,
For
that place
Easter.
is magical.
And we were getting Maggiano's, and we were on the way back talking, and I was like, I just think, I don't know, I think I'd be more comfortable with it now or whatever. And Grace was like, okay, well, he might not want to get back together. And I was like, we'll see. I'll talk to him. So then I think the next day I went and talked to Lucas. And also when we had that talk, it was just like, so much weight.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay,
I
this
remember it like that
mistake
was
is
like
going away.
I had not lost hope, and that conversation happened, and I was like, now it's a real toss up, guys. I was like, now it's
We'll
up to
see.
Lucas, and that was more scary. And then I started being like, ooh, I don't know if this is gonna work.
And I talked to Lucas on this bed right here. I sat here, I came over, and I was like, so, I don't even remember. I just remember saying,
I know.
was
I don't
like-
really remember either.
I told Grace, like, I was like, I think maybe you guys should try to, like, date again. And I just remember telling you, I was like, but don't, like, I was like, just take me out of the equation. I was like,
Yeah.
take me out of the equation and do what you would normally
yeah,
do.
yeah. That's what
Because
you
I
said.
see, like, how much it's affecting the two of you and how much it means to you.
Yeah,
and I was
I
just
like
like, just
forget
do
what I
it.
said to you. I might have been like, I don't
You were
think.
like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
I think
think.
I was
It was
like-
sounding very doubtful.
yeah,
and
I was like, I don't think I'm
fuck.
going to, dude.
I was
Shit.
so over that.
But I do remember right after we had that talk, we drove to the smoke shop and listened to Hi Hi by Luna. And that was your first time hearing it. And I was like, God, this is so good. Like, I had gained back my two best friends that day. And I was like, Jesus, that was so scary.
Yeah.
And
And I
then
really almost screwed the lot up.
we met up at a park. It's
Yeah, I
actually my
remember that.
breakup park. That
Yeah,
is my breakup
that's
park.
where we broke up, right?
I
No,
don't
we
know
broke
who-
up here. But that's where we met back up, and we decided. You were like, "I've gone through this before.
And-
like,
and
I just
I
don't
said
know
no,
about
right?
this." You were just like, "I don't know about this."
Yeah, you
like,
need to give me a little time.
yeah. And
I
then I
remember
was
that, and I was
listening
like,
to.
I
what?
remember I like left from there crying.
Oh, yeah,
remember
I
we
was
had a
listening to-
conversation.
Kingston by Faye Webster, sobbing on a blanket.
And I remember
I
as soon as I got in the car, Seth called me, and it was like hooked up to my Bluetooth, and his voice was just like in the speakers of the car. He's like, "Yo, what's up, dude? Like, you want to hang out? Like, what are you doing?" And I was just like crying. I was like, "Dude, I'm having a horrible time." I can't
But that
talk right
also
now."
that like reignited something in me for some reason. I was like, his reasoning is so stupid. We are not playing that way.
It
I was like, you were
remember
so
you
wrong.
saying
What
that.
was it?
I was like,
What-
you were like, well, I've gone through getting back together with
Yeah.
people, and it's awful. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's not this though.
Yeah.
Like,
And
we
I
didn't
remember,
choose to
you
break
telling
up.
me that, and you were like, "That's bullshit." I remember you telling me that's bullshit, and I was like, "Yeah, I agree." Like at
Okay.
that point, I was like,
And I was
yeah,
like, and then I was
I
like, we're
need
not.
this to
That's when I was
happen.
like, we're not done. Like that
'Cause-
one hurt a little bit, but no.
So like
I
no,
can
no.
feel
how
it.
I coped with like us breaking up was being trying to be very like solidified in my decision and
Yeah.
really in my brain be like, we're not together, we're done, and like stop looking for hope because you're not gonna get it. So then when it finally came again, I was like so
sad.
like leaning
Stuck in that mindset.
Yeah,
You're very
stuck
black
in
and
that
white.
mindset,
We both
yeah.
struggle with that.
Yeah.
And for some reason, we flipped switches because usually you're very optimistic and
Yeah.
I'm super pessimistic. But for
Yeah.
some reason, I was like,
you were very
no, babe,
optimistic.
don't
Your
worry about it.
mama
We'll
is
get there.
Optimistic.
So we had that conversation. Thank you for that.
What?
She is. She's very optimistic.
Who?
Me?
My mama.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
I wasn't talking to you.
Mine isn't.
I was talking to Gibby.
Work.
Excuse me?
Dude, wait, Gibby, I totally forget that you knew. You were the first person to know.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at you earlier for.
Do you
Wait,
have,
hold
do you
on,
have
hold
some
on.
input,
So,
perhaps?
I want to know real quick.
Would you
like to give
what
us
you
the
think-
411?
what
Before
was
Gibby
your-
starts, can I pee real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, we don't need you.
Gibby, go sit in that seat.
Just wait a second.
Gibby, take the throne.
Dude, I'm so curious. I totally forgot, and I remember so well you saying.
Did I
waking
even-
up and being like, I saw you guys like grappling. I was like,
Did
what
I
did
even
you
know
see?
y'all were together? Like,
I just remember being like, what did you see? And I also remember like at this point too, kind of like my the boys in OC were like kind of different from like Greer guys. Like it wasn't like everyone was super intermingled all the time. So like I wasn't really worried that you were gonna like tell him anything. You know,
Yeah.
You guys didn't even see each other that much at the time. So like I remember. I was like, so what did you see? And you're like, just like grappling.
y'all were
You
like
said we were
tangled.
entangled. Yeah,
Yeah,
tangled
tangled
up.
up and shit.
Tangled up and shit. And I do remember you also saying, fuck the beanie.
Yeah.
And then
What did I
guys-
say?
And because you guys were texting about it, and you were like, yeah, I really like her, but the situation's really like fucked, blah, blah, blah. And you said, go get your love, bro, fucking orange beanie.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Fuck the orange
Oh,
beanie.
I said that?
Go
yeah,
get your
you
love,
texted
bro.
that. Go get your love, bro, fucking
Mhm.
orange beanie.
Yeah, my fault, bro. My fault.
Sorry.
But I didn't mean it,
It
though.
was early
said
on.
what?
It was
I
early
said,
on.
go get your love, but fuck the orange beanie.
Gibby, what was your like?
Take on
Well,
it.
I woke up, TV too loud. It's like 4
Yeah,
in the
and
morning.
I never-
TV's just
Nothing's
blasting.
changed.
I'm just like, trying to like turn it down. There's no buttons on the TV, so
Still, dude, that happened the other day.
I turned around and y'all just rolling, just rolling around.
Well, it honestly was, it was only a kiss, though.
It was.
It was
only a
just-
kiss.
It was just very romantic.
Yeah.
Because we waited. Sorry to say.
You're still
Yeah,
waiting.
it's like
Still waiting.
They're
Yeah.
still
Till
waiting.
marriage.
kissing.
Dude, if we didn't, dude, like with Gibby right there.
Like, disgust. Disgust in my heart, in my
So
bones,
what,
and
you
in my
just go
brain.
back to bed?
Oh, I found this little flower and it's a heart.
Love.
Signifies love, everybody in the audience.
But yeah,
Love
anyways.
is everywhere.
Did y'all know I woke up and shit?
I
We weren't
remember the
sure.
next morning we had a conversation about it. I don't think in that moment I knew.
Okay.
Also, people have been talking about in the comments that I've been farting a bunch.
Yeah,
I think
people
every
say
time
that.
I know every time I adjust my mic, I think they think I'm fucking farting. Do you think I have a mic on my ass?
Yeah.
I'm not farting. And also, last week's episode is 18 plus. Sorry.
True. Tragic.
It's really upsetting
Yeah, it's bullshit.
because we said the P word a lot.
Yeah, the P.
Don't say it again.
Sausage. Plant emoji.
But anyways, this is so like long and drawn out.
Convoluted.
But yeah, and then we decided to meet up again, and we were hanging out on this bed, and I met JoJo, and we talked about it.
Damn, yeah. How you weren't there for him as a
I know,
youngin'.
I didn't get to meet him when he was little. When you posted that cat, I cried so much. I was like, "Are you
Dude, I went
joking?"
Zen mode. I was like, I need to put my love into something. I have so much love in my heart, and I need to give it to something. And I got a cat, and it was just before the pandemic.
Could have given it to a charity, maybe.
Given my love, what? You don't think this is a valid
you go
place
and, like,
to give my love?
do some charity work or donate some money?
Well, JoJo spreads more love to the people who watch,
Mhm.
and that's the love that I give him. So, just saying.
Wow, how
But
sweet.
it was, by the way, it was just perfect that I got him before the pandemic because we spent every single day together, and that's why we're so close. Because during that time, whatever. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Love it.
Yeah,
cute.
you didn't get to see JoJo when he
Yeah,
was
I was
younger.
really disappointed by that. Frankly, it broke me a bit. But I was happy for you. I understood it. But I was so like, "Are you joking? I
Yeah.
shaved
Did
my
you ever
head. You get a
listen to
cat."
Stone
Yeah.
Cold by Demi Lovato in that?
No, I
time
listened
period?
to a lot of Angel Olsen, a lot of Julia Jacqueline, a lot of anime soundtracks.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Made
Um,
into the Abyss.
Yeah, it was tragic. The playlist I have, like, I would love to show you. They were very sad.
I don't want to know.
Well, it's too late now. I mean, it's fine now, so it'd be kind of funny.
That
That is what I shaved my head to.
Fauna over and over again.
But yeah, so
Um,
anyways, we freaking met up and we got back together.
Yeah.
And it's,
And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
And now you're here.
I don't
3 years
remember. I
later?
just remember being like, "This is
3
crazy,
years later.
right?"
Yeah. It was just kind of that. It was like,
It's almost
what are we
been-
doing?
It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
That's
know.
Crazy.
I know. See. Oh, also, I
Love
would like to
wins.
mention the time that you said you guys
Love
just would not
wins.
work out. Like, I know him better than you, and there's this one thing, and you guys it would not work. And I
I
remember
did
when we
say
got
that.
back together, I was like, "Oh, what was that thing?"
Stops, dude.
I was like, "What was that thing you were talking about?" And you
It was a
said
lie.
nothing.
Oh my god.
I said I just don't think.
dude, what? You were like,
He's trying to play mind games.
dude, you're trying to like,
Dude, I just didn't know what to do. I'm sorry. Okay, I've
No,
apologized.
it was a big
a million
situation. I
times.
no,
think
I
think it was really tough
held
for you,
no
and I felt really
resentment towards
bad.
you, and I'm actually looking back on everything, kind of
It's funny.
glad how everything worked out,
Wow.
because I think that if we would have just forced ourselves to be a relationship despite what you thought, I think it would have
It would have bred a bad.
potentially fucked up our relationship, because I feel like
And Billie and Jean probably wouldn't be a thing.
like honestly, after me and Grace story, I feel like our relationship has just gotten stronger.
Yeah.
Like I feel
That helped. That made it really true. Like
at first it was kind of
we
weird.
really do love each other.
Yeah.
You know,
I think.
it's been months, and you guys are still really depressed.
I mean, I
Damn.
think too though that situation was a blessing in disguise because we were both in such unhealthy positions, and it like A, validated our feelings for each other, and B, like gave us the healthiest of boundaries, and we were able to like really like just be realistic about it. So I
And
think it was a benefit in a way,
It
even
developed
though it was
like
painful.
our communication
Oh,
skills
yeah.
together.
We
and-
were like we're set up for success
yeah,
in a weird sad way.
totally.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And yeah, and it made us like really appreciate like how much we missed each other when
Yeah.
we were away, because
Distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes.
I was really, by saying no, I was pushing you guys
It was
closer
a test.
together.
It was a test.
yeah, you're right. It was your big plan.
I know it was like
wasn't.
textbook. Like you can't be together, girl.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
pushing
didn't know
Romeo
what
it.
to
Shakespeare.
do. I was just
No,
like, I really
I
don't
know,
what to
and the
do
thing is
here.
too, like it's so great that we're all past it. And now every time you get drunk, you come up to me and Lucas, and you say, "You guys
Yeah.
are so perfect for each other. I'm
Yeah.
so happy. I love love."
I mean, yeah, when I'm drunk,
You're a
I
lover.
love. Like, I just love people in love. Like, I'm like, oh, it's so sweet.
But yeah, I mean, we've all gotten through our own guilt and resentment and sadness
What was
that we
that?
all harbored,
Yeah.
What
and
was
I
that,
think
Gibby?
we're all better for it. Honestly, we needed to get our first fight out of the way, and we agreed to never fight like that ever again. So
Yeah, and we haven't since.
we haven't.
And that's the story of Grace and Lucas.
Yeah, dude. And now we're just happy.
Love.
And they're
In-
both
in
wearing
love.
yellow shirt today.
Both
Mm-hmm.
wearing yellow shirts. We're twins.
Love wins.
And love wins. So
It's true.
yeah, if you guys want to, the moral of the story is if you fuck your third cousin, it's okay.
No,
That is
babe.
so
no,
sick
what
and
the fuck?
twisted.
If you guys get married, though, we're gonna be brothers-in-law.
I know, dude.
Cuckoo crazy.
You're literally gonna be my little bro. You're gonna be my LB, dude.
No, you're gonna be my LB.
I'm sorry, yo. My LB is just like
Who's older?
me, bro. What do you think,
Wait,
bro? He's
what?
like a young little dude.
Yeah,
dude.
Lucas is
He's
pretty old.
2001.
Oh,
He's
you-
2001.
Yeah, we were just in the same grades at the same time. Lucas got held back.
You're 2001.
He's 2002.
I'm 2001.
Okay.
Lucas
Fuck.
is 1995.
Lucas is 2000. If Lucas was 1995, I would say please stay away from my sister. At that point, and the thing is love wins, and love will always prevail, and love is blind, and love is a lot of things. But overall, love sucks,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
listen to Fiona Apple.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, if it wasn't for her,
Honestly, I couldn't see the situation going well in any scenario. Like, this is
Yeah.
objectively such a horrible, horrible situation, and I
Yeah.
still feel
Still?
guilty about it. No, previously.
you still feel guilty about it?
A little bit, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
At this point,
You feel guilty about it too, though.
At this point,
You go through it.
kind of, yeah. Like when I start thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that was not good. But it's the past is the past.
I don't feel
and-
guilty about it, like, in its present state. I just feel so sad about how it all happened.
Yeah. I don't feel like I feel like I did everything honestly, or
You handled it the very best, I think.
tried to do it the best I could, and I look back on that and being like, I did everything I could for everyone.
Yeah. Awkward.
I feel guilty.
I think Gibby actually kind of OP'd this one.
Dude, Gibby knew the whole time.
I
bro.
feel
He
guilty for not telling you, Josie.
Well, you shouldn't feel guilty for that because we weren't that close at that point. But you should feel
That's
guilty
true.
for saying "fuck Josiah," basically.
Fuck the orange beanie.
Is that what I
Fuck him.
said?
Girl, who is he gonna ride for? His childhood best friend, or
Just don't pick a side. Just be
you?
like, yeah, I don't know what I would do.
You think Gibby's not gonna pick love? Come on, look
Yeah,
at
you
him.
gotta pick love, bro.
Love is love is love is love. If you could pick out love, love would pick you. Think about
Aw.
it.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
yeah, that's basically the whole shebang.
Love is in the air.
Just wanted to get the record straight. You know, too many questions about it. So, no.
Over there, just flooded. No, I do always I feel scandalous too. Like not in a present state, but like as objectively, like the idea of like, oh, my brother's best friend, like, and
because you're
people being
older
like,
too.
I mean, girl, I'm like,
Like
6
7
months older
years
than
older.
him. I'm 6 months older than him.
Oh yeah.
But like this
Yeah,
being like
2001, chill
this
out.
being like, oh, your brother, your sister's dating him. Like there's just is that weird feeling about it still, and I feel like, girl, it's not like that. But
No, it's not.
yeah,
It just was like that at the beginning because there
Yeah.
was not. I didn't have context to it,
yeah.
and I didn't know. I was very emotionally kind of a mess at 18, 19. I just didn't. I
We
didn't,
were
I didn't have
all
my
in a
huge
horrible
breakdown yet.
state.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't have my huge breakdown yet. I wasn't
Yeah.
on Zoloft. Wasn't in therapy. I didn't really know how to process my emotions.
Neither was I. We were all just in a state.
Gibby is speaking sign language to me. He's saying stupid, but he's going like this as well. It's just
Yeah,
no. Why are you flipping it?
Because I do it cool.
But
got
if you
his
did
own
that
twang.
to somebody
It's
who
like
speaks ASL,
slang.
they're not
It's,
gonna know what you're
it's
saying.
slang. It's sign language slang.
I
You're
wouldn't get
making
it.
your own slang for American Sign Language.
AS slang.
I learned it on TikTok.
What does ASL stand for? Go ahead.
Assisted learning reading.
Dude,
Whoa. You just
It's a
did
language. So
ALR.
ASL.
It's a-
ASL.
Wait, what do you mean it's a language?
Well,
It's sign language.
That's like the term for sign language.
American Sign
ASL.
Language.
Yeah.
Oh, I sound like a wreck.
Oh, the ASL Ice Bucket Challenge?
Yes.
No, that's
Yeah,
ALS.
right?
And then also ASL is age, sex, location
For
Oh, okay.
What is it called?
for the sex travelers and
No.
Omegle?
Omegle.
yeah,
Yeah.
you say ASL.
It's true.
Age,
What's your age? What's your sex? What's your location?
That's
ASL.
scary,
That's
bro.
yeah, it is scary to reflect on.
No.
Location.
I like the other one. I like
Yeah,
the other
what
Age,
the
one.
sex,
Give the people your
location.
real location.
And you know you'd be like, I am 18, woman, and
I'm
I live in the
18,
UK.
F, and I live in the UK.
Yeah, 100%.
And you wouldn't say woman, you would say M or F.
Sorry.
I wonder if that's still out there.
I'm sure it
ASL?
is.
ASL question mark? Definitely. I just
LMS?
miss kick.
Like my status.
LMS.
BMS broke my
wow.
scale.
LMS is a thing? What
BMS.
the hell?
Like my
Broke
status on
my
Facebook.
scale.
I remember F for F.
TBH. TBH.
Friend for
Follow
friend?
for follow.
Follow for follow, L for
Follow
L.
for Boral. S
Like for like?
S.
Or rewind for rewind.
SO for SO. Shout out for
Oh,
shout
girl,
out.
that's not me.
Throwback Thursday.
TBT.
Oh, Throwback Thursday.
Way back Wednesday.
Way back
Sailback
Wednesday.
Saturday.
They just made
Sailback
as much as
Saturday
they
is a
could.
stretch.
Sailback Saturday.
Any excuse to post. Huh?
Yeah,
Any
what the
excuse
hell?
to post an old picture of yourself where you don't look ugly when you're just
Oh,
a baby.
wow.
What was the
Oh, wow.
MCM Monday?
Man
Man
Crush
Crush
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah,
Oh,
Man
and it
Crush
was all
Monday.
Ryan
Crush
Gosling.
Wednesday.
It was
Yeah,
all
Man Crush
Ryan
Wednesday.
Gosling.
Dude, what the fuck
Yeah.
happened to Man
Fuck
Crush
Boy
Monday?
Friday. Oh, what about Saturdays
Remember
for the boys?
Slap Ass Friday? God.
Dude, Slap Ass
Slap
Friday,
Ass Friday was a
yes, and
dark-
free
Dude,
scoops.
We had something
Yep.
called Dick
Day of
Dick
assaulting.
Thursday.
I don't
What is
believe
that?
you on that one.
No, at our grade school, we would have something called Dick Thursday, and we would fucking hit each other and just like be dicks to each other.
Okay. I
What?
like that.
Wait,
That feels a little bit more chill, honestly.
It's just the boys.
Wait,
it,
what
it
happened?
wasn't chill, and people got bullied.
Wait.
Not by me. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This wasn't something I did. It was
You
the
were
grade.
bullied in
It was the
school?
grade older. It was the
Okay.
grade older.
Okay,
So
what
then
happened?
Why
ended
was
up
it a
being a
thing to
bully.
like physically hurt and touch people? Like we had days for it.
Yeah, the people who touch people.
Yes.
Because people are pent up, man. They need to hit something.
I
No, we
know,
had
it's
Slap
just
Ass
not
Friday.
right.
What was that about? That was
just
for,
like-
to assault
It was
the
for
girls.
scary
wait,
boys,
what?
yeah.
You didn't have
Really?
Slap
I've
Ass
told you about
Friday?
Slap Ass
Dude,
Friday.
and the guys would fucking
Yes,
do it.
Yeah.
and scoop you and
What?
whatnot.
I've
I
never
need
done it.
many a men.
Okay, we had
I
the
was new to
scoop.
the
I need them in the
school at that
balls.
point. I
No one
wasn't
ever scooped
comfortable
no
at
girls'
all.
boobs, man. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, free scoop.
Oh,
free
yeah.
Scoop.
What the
Horrible.
fuck? guys to girls.
You didn't go to
Yep.
public elementary school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was different.
Yeah.
That was middle school.
Josie
for
would
me.
scoop everybody.
Like, bro, in our
No, I
class,
didn't.
dude, in our class, we would like the big news of the day would be like, dude, fucking this person and this person held hands during recess.
That's
No,
tea.
ours was
No.
like
That was like seventh grade.
It was
pregnancy.
the pregnancy. A girl get caught doing something in the locker rooms. Like, oh.
Oh.
I actually got when I second day at school. Someone wrote on my locker, "Grace likes to suck." Yeah,
Dingling.
you know what? And then I bullied that girl all the way throughout my senior year. I did, and I don't feel bad about it because she also bullied my best friend. And for what? Nothing. I was an innocent woman with not a thought in the world.
Yeah,
I hadn't even had my first kiss
You
at
hadn't
that
even
point.
sucked anything yet.
Exactly.
And then
Exactly.
that was how it was though. I mean, it was just scandalous.
Oh yeah.
God,
It was
I remember
drama.
like we would hear stories like, dude, at the other public school, like one of the kids got in big trouble because they choke each other for fun, and like I was just like, bro, like it's crazy
There were
over
some
there.
good though.
But I was like, you know what though, we gotta get in. That's where like
where
it's
it's at.
crazy over there, but that's where all
We
the
would
cool
play
shit's going down.
quarters, and we would have hot Cheeto bagels, and we would do shuffle battles.
Yeah,
There was
that's
some
the
fun.
Thing is, like our
Shuffle
school.
battle?
Yeah,
Oh, girl,
dude,
they went
a dedi-
crazy.
You've never had a
You get
video.
shuffling videos dedicated to you if you were
Yeah,
a pretty girl.
that's what I was
Dude,
about to
Dumb.
say.
what?
I
Yeah.
have so
I
many
had
of
make
one.
those.
edits?
I
That sounds so
dedicated
cocky.
like 2 shuffling videos.
I
Oh
had
I
a
was
few.
so
God.
embarrassed. I wouldn't post them publicly. I would just message them to the girls.
Oh wow.
I was in like 5th grade.
Oh, to the girl you like.
6th grade, yeah.
Here's
Guadalupe.
me shuffling, dude.
And I can't.
My
remember
first
that
kiss
one.
was horrible. It was in 7th grade, and then I broke up with him on Christmas over text. And I've
remember.
tried to pretend that I didn't know it was Christmas. It was really bad.
You should've
And
just told
it
him
was
you
my
were
line
celebrating
was like,
Hanukkah.
"You want to just be friends?"
Was that your first breakup?
That was my first
And it was
breakup.
over text.
It was.
Is there anyone else in this room that has done that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Gibby has.
Come on, bro.
That wasn't a breakup though. That was somebody you went on 2 dates with.
Bro, we're not even talking about that. We're talking about something else.
Oh, Why you bring that
I
up?
wasn't talking about that.
What were you talking about?
I was talking about grade school.
Yeah, you're talking about 8th grade,
Yeah.
middle school. Yeah.
You broke up with someone over kick?
Dude, I remember kick. Nah, just text
I got broken up
See-
with over kick. That's the only time I ever been broken up with.
Oh,
on
over
kick.
I was the
Did you
first and
cry?
only time I've
Her
been
name was
broken up with was
Jasmine.
Lucas,
Oh, that's
I
such
cried.
a
Yes,
pretty
I
name.
cried.
and it hurt.
What?
I said the first and only time I've been broken up with was Lucas.
He got
It's like my
I
favorite
know, he
Disney
did.
Dude,
character.
I'm trying to think. Have I
He
ever,
burned me. He
have I
burned
ever
me.
been broken up with?
I think with your situations, it's always been like a mutual.
Yeah, it
Big
is
thing.
kind of always mutual. No,
I
I never gotten dumped.
yeah. Other
Wow.
than that one time. Did you
But
say
also,
yeah?
I said, well,
but technically, like you didn't get dumped.
I did though,
You
but I didn't get dumped in like a real way.
yeah.
it was
You guys
like
got
a-
back together. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
Look
it
at you
stung
now.
though. It was a knock to the ego.
So sorry.
No,
guys.
it's not your fault. It was a whole situation, but I will say that was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I was super shocked.
You
I
thought it
remember
was
I was
funny?
just so upset. I was like, Josiah, you didn't even say anything. Which I don't know what he could have said. But anywho,
Yeah.
You gotta take that off the soundboard.
Yeah.
I,
I like that one.
it like really embodied your state back then.
Yeah. It was
Yeah,
like-
it's like you were really sad back then, bro.
I was.
Josie?
me.
That's how you feeling back then.
I
Like-
thought I was feeling you. I should have just munched.
Lucas,
Ooh,
you're a
little fun.
munch.
Dude,
And
what
can we
is
skippy,
this?
skippy
What is
good
this
part?
music?
Hey,
We skip
can we?
to the good part.
We skip to the good part.
We skip to the good part.
Dude, I could listen to that. I could listen to that forever. I've
Let's
been
do
listening
it.
to that song. Not the song,
No, you've been listening to the song.
just to the 15-second part. 'Cause what was that?
You thought I was telling you?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm telling you?
I just can't get enough of it.
Yeah, it's understandable.
I know.
Do you guys care about Valentine's Day? Be honest about it, Lucas.
Mm,
I don't care if your girl's here.
Well, I don't care about any holidays, but like I care about what you care about. So if it matters to you, that's something that matters to
Not
me
even
too.
Easter?
I
Wow.
don't like any of them.
Jesus
You're
came back
sick.
that day, babe.
I think that I
Thank
just really like to
Jesus.
give gifts, and I love the drama of
Yeah,
it. And
yeah.
any excuse, I will be doing it.
Yeah.
I don't care about
And I
Valentine's Day
love
because
it
it's
in
like
that sense.
to me, I'm like, oh, it's a fun excuse to go get dinner or something. But like,
Yeah.
it's never
Yeah.
like a big deal to me because I'm like, you have your anniversary, and
Yeah.
that's your special day. Like
Yeah.
that, no one else has that day. Everyone is celebrating on Valentine's Day. It's bullshit. It's a fake holiday. But your anniversary, no one else has that.
Me and Lucas have like 3 because of that situation, and I can't really remember. We
The
don't.
day we
I
got
never
back
remember the
together, Our
date.
first kiss, like
There, it
first
was
hung
somewhere
out.
in April though when we got back together. So like, that's our like yearly, and we'll remember like a day or 2 before and be like, wow,
Yeah.
and that's it.
4:20
Oh, every girl's dream.
is. You know, I was born at 4:20 p.m.
Really?
So you were born lit.
Were you actually?
Yeah, it says it on my birth certificate. I can show you. Not joking.
You gotta take a picture of that.
All right, I will.
Send it to me.
Grace knows.
It's true.
Is that true?
I found
Pinky.
this out like 2 years
Dude,
ago, like
what?
a year ago. Yeah,
Really?
it's born on 4:20.
That's pretty lit, bro.
May 6.
But technically, it was like 7:20, depending on
I
where
was
you are.
smoking weed
Whoa.
right out the womb. I was smoking weed right when I came out. When I got out of that fucking sack, the amniotic sack, they handed me the bong. They handed me a lighter. The kush was already in the bong. I lit it up and I smoked
No,
that
they
shit.
hollowed out your umbilical cord and used it as a pipe.
Yup.
Yup.
They hardened my umbilical cord
Hollowed
and blew
out.
smoke into it.
They put CBD
Hardened?
oil on his forehead.
And then I
He was
got so
anointed.
fucked up, and I never been the same since. I don't remember anything before that.
A lot of kids get dropped on their head, but he got straight to the dome.
I just got lit.
Yeah.
L
They said
L.
the doctor
I
check the time. Grab the bomb.
I. How do you do T? This is T.
Is it?
Dude, y'all have been doing sign language all day, and I don't understand it.
Yeah,
And it's pissing me
that's-
off.
Okay,
How about
then maybe
this?
you should
That's T.
learn.
How about this?
Yeah,
Here,
this
I
is
know
fuck
this one.
you.
Yeah, I
Wow.
know this one.
But this is also fuck you, gay bitch. Stupid,
Am I
stupid,
saying
stupid, stupid,
something?
stupid. This is no, not I don't. Not that I know. I mean, I know this is like dumb, but stupid is better or ugly, ugly. Okay, all right.
You're just like picking
this is a
things out of your
podcast. We
head
should not
and
be
throwing them
speaking sign
away.
language.
Yeah,
That's
is
just
this
symbolic.
Like, is this?
I don't know.
You look like
Okay.
you're picking at hairs.
I don't know
Like a little
ASL that
monkey.
well.
I'm just picking,
A
trying to
beautiful
find
monk.
brain cells for me to use.
Your
Okay.
mother dead. Your father dead. You dead. Your baby dead. You're done. I mean, your whole family dead.
Like, out of all the things you could have learned in sign language, that's the shit you learned.
Hot dog.
I know.
Like, when you meet a deaf
dog.
person, that's the only thing you're gonna be able to say. Your parents are dead. Your siblings are dead. See? Okay, Josiah actually farts, and he just had a real fart, so all the comments, just
You're
know that
right.
you're 100% right. This
Don't
motherfucker
listen to
just
him.
farted. Comments, dude, I almost feel like everyone knows the future. Also, everyone, please...
like everyone
knows the
future.
um,
Wait.
I also want to say, can everyone keep talking in the Billie and Jean Reddit? I
Oh,
read
you
it.
like the
I
Reddit?
love it. I read it a lot.
I haven't
And
checked.
I want more people.
Stinks under here.
Dude,
What? Stop my body.
whatever.
Thank you. Or was that you? Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't even care, man.
That just stinks.
Oh, that stink. You can smell it.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Nasty, nasty.
I'm gonna check the Reddit right now.
Also, what are we at for time?
It's up
gotta
your
be
mama's
Far,
asshole.
far
Oh, no.
beyond. This feels like it's been like 3 years of a conversation.
It's been an hour and 10 minutes.
Has it really?
Whoa.
Yeah.
I really
Oh,
thought we were
cool.
going to be on like an hour 40.
I thought we were gonna be on 30 minutes.
Oh. It just flies by when you're having fun.
We're gonna read the before we go. We're gonna read the Billie and Jean Reddit.
Well, there's a Billie and Jean lounge. There's been some comments in there.
Yeah, see people talking there.
Nightmare. Where the new up 9 days ago? I don't know. How's everyone's daylight so far? A lot of these just
Sucks.
say hi, hello. Okay, so
All right, very cool, guys.
what the fuck is Josiah's
You're letting
last
me
name?
down here. You're making me look stupid.
Bitch, you'll never know my last name. Fuck you if you try to fucking look for it. Why do you want to know? Don't ask. Hashtag leave Gibby alone. Agreed.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hashtag leave Gibby alone. There you go, guys.
Thank you.
Picking it
I agree
up,
with
picking
that.
it up. You guys are making me look bad, man. There's nothing in you.
Yeah, this is what do you look at on here?
Let me see.
I love the intro song. Thank you. New. They should do more band stories. No. I don't know. Well, that's the Reddit.
Okay, you
Cool
guys
Reddit, Lucas.
suck, dude. I swear, I was looking through it the other day and I was chuckling to myself.
Maybe you're on a different Reddit, like
Well,
a different
I was
one.
looking through the chat. I thought it was funny
Maybe
how
you're on
everyone
the
just said hi.
emergency intercom Reddit. And
Yeah.
you thought you were on the
I
Billie and
thought I
Jean
was on the
Reddit.
Billie and Jean. The Billie and Jean was very
Awkward.
despondent.
Dude, the Billie and Jean is like the bottom of the barrel. Like the
No, you get your
mongrel-
dinner, then your dessert.
Or like
the dessert.
What would you say?
Our poor fans, man.
Like
oh
the-
my
yeah, they're
god.
like-
No, bottom of the barrel is
I
my
guess I'll
favorite.
watch the video. and it's okay because that's us
That's
too.
us, man. I'm at the
Like-
bottom of the barrel. It makes me
And
feel.
I think the bottom of the barrel, y'all fuck with us because you
Yeah.
see bottom of the barrel and you are bottom of the barrel.
That was legitness.
And I'm not saying that to sound rude because look at me. I mean, you know.
No, like I said before, at the top of the barrel, you see things that you would never see at the bottom.
Exactly.
Just saying.
And everyone's at the top of the barrel. Why would you want to be up there?
Exactly.
Bottom of the barrels, you got more room.
Different perspective.
What about the middle?
You
No.
can't, no.
Definitely
Can't be in the
not.
middle,
You can't be
no.
in the middle, man. Bottom or top.
Just float in the middle.
Is it full of liquid? The barrel?
No, I'm imagining it's
I mean,
packed.
I
With
don't
people?
know.
No, with like other sardines, like.
Oh, sardines. I
Why
was picturing, like-
sardines?
Like gross beans and fish, yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking
I was
Pirates of the
picturing just like a
Caribbean.
trash can.
Pirates
Oh
of the
no, I'm picturing an actual barrel,
a
like
wooden
a real
barrel.
barrel.
Pirates
Yeah,
of
like
the
a trash
Caribbean.
And you
barrel.
scrape the barrel, like the body scraping it.
A
you know?
trash can
Okay,
barrel.
you know
What's a trash,
trash
can
can
barrel?
you
Stop saying
scrape,
trash
babe.
What's a
can
trash
barrel.
can barrel? Like if you ever gone
No.
to Knott's Berry Farm?
Well,
No.
that's
or-
just a barrel then.
Yeah, that's just a
They
barrel.
have a
I'm
trash
ta-
bag in it.
I'm talking
Okay.
about a wooden Pirates of the Caribbean where they put apples on the ships.
Uh-huh.
That barrel.
Yeah.
And you know how sometimes they roll over, apples fall out?
Oh, like a wicker basket?
No, like a barrel. You age
fucking-
wine, you age tequila.
Yes.
You age whiskey in barrels.
Oh, like the barrel costume on Yo World.
Yes.
Okay.
Or the barrel costume, or the barrel
Oh my god.
on Fortnite when you can disguise yourself as a prop.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
a barrel.
So you're explaining it
Like
to
a
me in
fucking
terms
barrel.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
god.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could say the barrel from Lady Gaga's Judas music video in the bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was just gonna say that
That was legitness.
it's like a bunch of
Right.
sardines just like flopping at the bottom.
I'm picturing
Dead,
like
almost?
sludge. You have to scrape it like bottom of the barrel, like
Yeah.
icky. But here we are, resilient nonetheless. You're
Yeah.
still getting scraped, babe.
Still getting scraped.
Okay, well,
So we're inside the barrel.
Yeah.
yeah.
How do we get out?
No,
You don't.
You,
You
get
don't.
scraped out.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, Gibby, is like there's insight to that. There's insight into never being able to see the
Gibby
outside
doesn't
world.
think he's bottom of the barrel.
know,
and he
Gibby's-
doesn't want to
he's giving
associate.
looks.
Well,
He doesn't
Gibby's
like
like
it.
I don't
top
think I'm
barrel.
in the barrel. I don't.
Gibby's
Gibby
carrying the
thinks he's
barrel.
flying
I think I'm
out.
on the boat. That's like, because it's like on a shipping boat in the middle of the.
Why is it on the ship?
Yeah,
Why is
it's,
it
on
I
the
don't
ocean?
know. It's just on the ship.
not
I
on a
picture
ship.
like
It's
an
like, have you
old
seen-
pirate ship,
Yeah,
like
it's an
barrel,
old
barrel.
pirate ship.
No,
I'm
like
getting
a-
like Madagascar vibes.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck with that.
Instead of crate, we're in a barrel.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you're not in that barrel.
Yeah, I'm on the boat. I'm working.
Okay, this conversation makes no sense, babe.
That's what I'd like to hear, man.
All
Gibby
right, well,
prevails.
if you feel like you are at the bottom of the barrel, then go ahead and hit the bell and the subscribe. There you go. Thank you, Gibby. But this has been this episode of Billie and Jean. Yeah, and we'll see you next week. And next week will be our 10th episode.
Woo! Yeah, dude, and thank you for whoever is still for some reason watching until the very end. I just want to say, if you guys have any ideas or topics or comments
Or questions? We could do advice column.
Yeah, we could call
we should
people
turn
in.
this podcast into
You
a
wanna do that?
newspaper.
A newspaper,
Yeah, and just cut the podcast. Start doing a newspaper.
like a new.
I wish I had more of that song. I love that song.
Like an
know.
LA
You
Times.
can't use it all though, right?
You thought I was feeling you?
She's a much.
Okay, sorry. I'm just gonna hang up now.
Hanging up.
Talk to you later. Bye.
I'm gonna hang up right now. All right, guys, we're gonna let you go. Get back to your days and your lives.
Yeah, thank you so much
Also,
for
let
listening.
us know if you like the lighting because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see
Yeah.
how it looks. But I love you guys so much, and thanks for sticking with us. Hopefully, this one's not 18 plus.
All love.
All love. I'm Billy,
And I'm Gene.
and we are not your lovers.